Hey everyone, it's Michelle and welcome to my channel. So recently, a jury ordered what goes around comes around to pay Chanel $4 million in damages. What does this mean to consumers? Probably nothing at all, but here's the gist of it. The case was filed in 2018 in New York, and it was filed by Chanel against the reseller What Goes Around Comes Around for allegedly selling counterfeit products and allegedly using Chanel's logo, name, and trademark in its marketing to attract consumers. So this was an ongoing case, and it sounds like it will still be going on even after the judgment of $4 million. The filing claims that What Goes Around Comes Around misled consumers into thinking an agreement between Chanel and What Goes Around Comes Around exists in terms of relationship and affiliation, which could mislead buyers into thinking they were purchasing Chanel branded and authorized goods. Apparently, items that were sold on this platform were found to have serial numbers that were not authorized for sale or did not pass Chanel's quality control, and even claimed that some of these were counterfeit. So all of the above could be true. Some of these bags probably made it there by way of Chanel former employees who purchased from the store, or products that were gifted to them as a bonus but were not meant for resale. But once you leave the company, you can do whatever you want with these type of products that you acquire from Chanel. So I can see how those end up on the resale market. As I used to work for Vuitton, we were not allowed to resell things that we bought from the store until we quit our jobs. So the CEO of What Goes Around Comes Around, obviously he's not happy, but he says he's exploring legal options looking forward to post-verdict. Motions filed in today's court's verdict was not about selling a counterfeit. It was about What Goes Around Comes Around selling items which are voided in Chanel's database. Without any access to the database, the resale industry would not know the status of the serial numbers. We continue to stand by our 100% authenticity guarantee. And of course, a Chanel spokesperson did not immediately respond. In this video, I'm going to explore why it is a problem for these big corporations that there are other people selling Chanel products, Vuitton products, Dior products that are unauthorized. So my experience comes in when I worked for the luxury brand Louis Vuitton. Of course, they highly looked down, frowned upon buying anything on the resale market. And this is why they also did not allow people to buy more than 2 SKUs, because they did not want customers coming in buying things to resell. It does happen a lot. There are items that are hard to get. So as soon as somebody who's in the know finds out about it, like say, for example, at the time I worked there, it was the Palm Springs Mini. It was known. There was a known YouTuber who would buy all of them and then resell them simply because she could, and she knew that people would pay above market value for the bag. It was not so much that it was about counterfeiting. That's a separate issue. But what they taught us as retailers, it's about keeping your product exclusive, because they really only want people to purchase from the boutique to keep their value and quality control high. Remember, it's exclusive. It's not supposed to be for everyone. It's really simple. First, they want to keep their products high value and exclusive, even though they keep turning out and keep entertaining the masses that keep buying them. I'm here sitting on my Z Gallery sofa, and say I burned a hole through it, like under the cushion, and I sold it to someone else on Facebook Marketplace. And that next owner might just look at it and say, well, this Z Gallery sofa is a really bad quality because it has a hole in it. They'll try to go back to the retailer and say something, even though it was owned by me first. I mean, in a nutshell, that's the extent of the quality control that the brands want to have as they do distribution control. There are not many places outside of Chanel boutiques where you can buy authorized Chanel. In fact, it's only the high-end department stores like Neiman's, Nordstrom, and Bloomingdale's where you may find a bag, but you'll find mostly shoes, like Dior shoes will also be there, but you will not find the whole extent of Chanel or Dior products. So what it means, like if I'm walking down Las Vegas and I look in a pawn shop and there's a Louis Vuitton, the brand feels like it devalues their name because they want it to be displayed in a beautiful Louis Vuitton boutique. Same with Chanel. It also could be a fake. But furthermore, what it really means for business is that unauthorized retailers do not owe Chanel a cut of the sale. So that is one part of it that is really going on here. The resellers do not owe a cut of the sale to Vuitton, to Dior, to Chanel. That does not stop people from selling or wanting to purchase pre-loved items from third-party sellers. Okay, so this reseller, what goes around comes around, saying they are Chanel and authentic and claiming we have proof of authenticity. Now, in our eyes, that's good for the brand name, but the brand name cannot control what goes on there at the reseller, and they cannot possibly keep an eye on everything to say if it's authentic or fake. Obviously, they're not getting a cut, and they want to somewhat punish the resellers for pulling business away from the boutique. Because now people have options. They don't have to go to Chanel to buy a Chanel. I guess one of the arguments in the case is from on the reseller's point of view. Does it really take away business from Chanel? Does it really take away business from Louis Vuitton? I say no. I mean, one of the richest men in the world is Bernard Arnault, and he just sells luxury goods. He makes more money than people who are selling things that we actually need, necessities. So for one, I work with a reseller myself, and you can see my live streams every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this particular reseller, they find bags in the area, or people come to sell their bags and they're actually bought from the boutique. There's proof of purchase and they're just never used. So they're offloading it to people who might be looking for the exact same style. Most cases, you can buy it for less than the boutique price. And for the people reselling their bags, it's a way to recoup your funds because you can't turn in these bags for a trade-in at Chanel or Louis Vuitton. You cannot even return them past 30 days. We already know that the products come with a hefty price tag and contribute to environmental degradation through overproduction, shipping, packaging waste. All this stuff creates carbon footprint, and reseller platforms offer consumers an alternative simply by offering someone something that someone else is not using. So yes, I do believe it reduces the carbon footprint and extends the life of the bag for somebody to actually be able to use it. So as I keep stating in my channel, the way things are going these days, not just in luxury, but in all consumer goods, there are the top conglomerates that want to own everything. Actually, they almost own everything and control the money of everything for you to pay into their pockets. So what can they do but eliminate the competition and not give us consumers the options in which to buy the bags? If they eliminate the resellers, you just have to purchase straight from Vuitton and Cartier and Chanel. It's simply creating a monopoly so that the consumers don't have the option to purchase the same or similar item from a reseller. So keep in mind that buying from a boutique does not make you a better person than somebody else because you just went and paid the man directly. It just means you're paying more into the corporation that you do not own and that does not pay you back. Hold on for you moral pushers. Just because you're paying a lot for the bag does not mean that these corporations are not corrupt. So another reason why reselling is so popular is that the boutique often has limits on what they carry and what you can actually buy. For example, a Chanel flat bag is going to be really extremely difficult to find if you just walk into the boutique, a regular degular, and I want a Chanel black flat bag with silver hardware. And as you know, it's just as hard to be offered an Hermes handbag. Do you want to play the game? Is there some exclusivity or special prize you get for playing the game? For Hermes, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You have to spend $30,000 of scarves and plates and whatever before you're offered the chance to buy a $30,000 handbag. Why play the game when there are plenty of Hermes available on the resale market? The exclusivity they want you to feel, it's a facade. It's a game. Oh, your ticket has been pulled. Would you like this Hermes bag? You can buy this Hermes bag. We don't care if it's not the color you want or whatever. You just have the opportunity. Do you want it or not for bragging rights? They are selling you the dream. The idea that you are so special that you get to have this bag. And if it's the dream that you're chasing while you're giving away your life savings, just Think about that. Do you want this privilege to overpay for this bag? So anyways, just my last tidbit from this experience. I've noticed that on Instagram, if you hashtag Chanel, for example, like I hashtag a Chanel boy bag that I was showing from the reseller inventory, and my post was taken down immediately by Instagram. And of course, Instagram does not want to deal with a lawsuit from Chanel, so they just automatically take down anything that's tagged. Because obviously my post was from a reseller. I think it's going to make a small dent. It's not going to stop them. It's not going to stop people from buying bags from each other, from people unloading their unused items to people who actually want to pay for these items without having to wait in the boutique or to play the game. But like I said, when I worked for Vuitton, they wanted us to turn down our nose at resellers. And of course, consumers who are stuck in that illusion of, oh, this is so exclusive, are going to turn down their nose at people who you didn't buy from the boutique. I feel better because I bought from the boutique. Okay, you do you, boo. Just make sure that what you're getting is authentic. And if you're purchasing fake in order to trick someone into thinking it's authentic, no, that is bad. So if you're to this point of the video, guys, thank you so much for joining. My name is Michelle. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.